So, do spurs really hurt horses? There's a huge debate going on. Spurs are bad, spurs are good, spurs are cruel to horses. Like my teacher, he taught me that the ones who invented spurs were the ones who loved their horses the most. Originally invented to be a tool to save the horse in warfare or in cattle work. Because cattle have horns, and in warfare they had swords and spears. So they invented like a miniature horn or a miniature sword to teach the horse to really get out of the way so they don't get stabbed by the horn or the sword, but they just get touched by this. But of course, it's not about the spur being cruel or evil or mean or hurting the horse. It's the person who wears them. So in cowboy land, they say you have to earn your spurs. And that's a really good philosophy to have, to think about, I have to earn my spurs and know how, and most importantly, when to use them and when not to use them, so that it becomes a device that can actually save your horse from potential danger. Like, we don't do warfare on horses anymore, and not all people work with cattle who has horns. But let's say we're out in the traffic and we are riding along a road, and then a big truck or a tractor or a car comes, and your horse gets a little spooky, and then he wants to move out onto the road, and you try to push it back with your leg, and the horse doesn't yield, it doesn't respond to your leg, then it can be quite a good thing to have a little spur, have a little extension to your leg, and just tickle or touch your horse with the spur, so it will really move away from the danger that is coming. So spurs are not cruel. The people who doesn't earn their spurs and doesn't deserve to wear them, that is what is hurting the horses with the spurs. So I always teach my students to earn their spurs and learn how to use them, and also, more importantly, when to use them and when not to use them, so that you can actually have them in case you need them for an emergency. So you don't have them because you think you need them just to ride your horse. And we don't want to do that. We only want to have them in case we need them, so we don't use them, but we still have them. And in my philosophy, it's better to have a thing and don't need it than need a thing and don't have it. For instance, in a life-threatening situation in traffic. So that was a little tip about spurs. They are not cruel. They are not evil. It's just a thing. It's just a device that is invented to save a horse from dying, like now, from traffic if it's happening. So that was a little tip, a little horse hack for you. Hope you enjoyed it, and see you next time.